Good morning and welcome to another video, everybody. I'll start this video out with a kudos to Midland Radios. A couple weeks ago I ordered some radios from them, and one of them that I got, the mic was not working. So contacted them, their customer service department, and they were super friendly and got me a new mic in less than 2 days. So kudos to them, really good product, really good support behind their product. So if you're looking for a radio, highly recommend them. I actually picked up 2 of these handhelds as well as one, wherever it's at, stationary radio to mount in the tractor. So I'll show you guys that. The handheld is what I'm going to keep in the combine or that tractor there, given that I've got 2 of them, or keep one in the semi. You know, I usually don't have any more than 3 people on the farm at once, so really no sense to have more, but I do like these, so I might order a second one of these radios. As you can see here, I think that is the MXT 115, I believe. So seems to be a good radio. Like I said, the mic just wasn't quite working, but they got me a new one right away. It was really easy to install these radios, and one thing I like particularly is they've got a USB on them, so I can actually plug in a phone charger right there and then slide my phone right in this visor. So it's going to be kind of handy having it there. Probably charge my phone off of it quite a bit, but yeah, mounts right up, easy to talk, works great, has like 20 some channels, and they've got really good range on them too. I know the handhelds alone, they will work halfway to town from the farm, which is quite a few miles. So do a really good job. Looking forward to using them this fall. Well, up we go. Well, I haven't really been recording much because I've been doing little mundane jobs like mowing the yard and cleaning the shop. Anyhow, I rented a grain leg, as you guys got a little sneak peek of, so got the truck full of crap today. Gonna go work on it some. I'm not gonna lie, this is usually what my truck looks like. Floorboard full of tools, old parts, belts, grease, oil, you name it. It's usually a mess, but it's a farm truck, so it is what it is. But yep, gonna go work on it today. This leg was built, I believe, back in the 60s, and it's roughly, I think it's around 40,000 bushel. So I mean, it's not a record size leg by any means, but it should really speed things up. I'm gonna dump quite a bit of my corn in it. I should be able to fit about almost half the corn in this leg this fall, so that'll be good, you know, when the elevator's closed, or you know, just being able to market some. So I got that leg rented, and then also got several other grain bins that I'm going to put beans in, and then corn if needed. So just kind of play it by ear this fall and see how things go, but we're gonna go show you guys this leg. Quick little shopping trip. They were having a bucket sale, 20% off whatever you can fill in a 5-gallon bucket. I couldn't help myself. That was expensive though. So there's no pit. It's just got a cross auger, and that auger runs down to the leg, which has a little pit here and a slide gate, so you don't overload the leg. It's got 4 10,000 bushel bins that all tie in to that same pit to reclaim it. There is a dryer in here, but it does not work. But 4 10,000 bushel bins and a leg, so it's better than nothing. Ought to work decent, but the bins don't have drying floors in them, so that's kind of a bummer. But let the corn dry in the field, and it's at least some storage until January, February, when the price is up a little bit better. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is. And you can see in the bins here, they do have nice sweeps, but there is a whole lot of rotten, moldy soybeans still stuck in here. So I'm gonna have to get those cleaned off. But no drying floors. They do have fans, just no drying floors. So I'm gonna be really hesitant to put any corn in here that's wet whatsoever. Came up here, check the belts, they're good. Grease the bearings, check the gearbox. Everything's good up here. So I guess it's time to get back down. It's hot up here. All right, try for bin 8.
Bin 8's where we just were, but I'll go back.
Perfect. Is it moving pretty easy down there?
Yeah, I moved it with my elbow while I was talking on the radio.
Well, keep talking dirty to me then.
Sometimes I like to put it on bin.
So you can see better up here, but 1, 2, 3, and 4 bins. Wet holding bin for the dryer. See all those beans? What a good time. So I got pretty busy at the bins, just kind of cleaning them out today. Leaf blower took majority of the stuff off the walls, but I'm gonna go back in with a shovel or a hammer or something I can reach up higher with. Try and knock as much of that down as I can. I don't plan on putting any soybeans in those bins at all, just corn. Those bins are only a quarter mile, if that, maybe a half mile at the most, from the place where I take the majority of my corn anyhow. So they're going to be a little bit out of the way this fall to haul corn to. Still less than 10 miles, well under 10 miles, probably closer to 5 is ballpark. But then when it comes time to unload those bins, you know, I'm half mile up the road with that, so I can haul quite a bit of corn out a day come this winter, January, February, whenever the price decides to come up. But what this did do, so the corn price right now, and I will show you guys this again. I put this in the last video a little bit, but I'll show you the reason that I rented these bins. So if I would have started shelling corn in September, I'm looking at roughly, we'll average these two out, $3.30 a bushel for fall price versus selling it in January for almost $3.60. So even after the expense of renting those bins, that puts me about $12,000 ahead to be able to store that grain and haul it off in the wintertime versus hauling it off in the fall when the market's just flooded with corn. So just having storage, not necessarily even being able to dry much corn at this, because these bins, and I thought I videoed it, but I didn't, but they don't have big fans on them, and they don't have drying floors in them. They're concrete floors. I mean, they have fans, but I don't think you'd take much more than 1% or 2% of moisture out. So most of the corn this fall is probably going to sit in the field. Cut a lot of soybeans and then switch to corn once that corn's down to 16-17%. Hopefully take 2 points out in the bin, and hopefully it'll hold from there. But you know, it could be a little bit wetter than that. I just really, after seeing how those beans are stuck in there, granted I think those beans were put in pretty dang wet to stick all the way up and down the bin, but if the videos didn't do things justice, here's an aerial picture of the bin site. Now, there is a dryer right here, and it is a very big dryer, but it is out of commission, absolutely shot. These 2 bins and these 2 bins, making 4 total, those are where I'm going to store grain. That bin and that bin are just overhead bins. That one would feed the dryer, and the dryer would kick wet or dry corn out into this bin, where the reg would bring it back up, put it into bins. So those 2 bins are out of commission, and then this right here is where the pit is, which you can see there is a driveway coming in, but no driveway coming out. So I'll have to pull the semi in and probably back the trailer in. I mean, yeah, backing that trailer in, it'll be a little bit of a pain in the butt, but for $12,000 in additional income just for storing corn, I think it'll be well worth it. Really, all this bin site needs is a little bit of maintenance. I know it's not going to set any record speeds. I mean, it was built in the 60s. This leg is not a 10,000 bushel an hour leg. However, it's better than nothing. You know, when an elevator's shut down on a Saturday afternoon, or they shut down at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, this gives me the ability to keep the combine going, keep shelling a load of corn, shell a load of corn, shell a load of corn as late as I want to work. So it'd be really beneficial, I think, not only from a financial standpoint, but from a logistical standpoint. So that's the leg. I'm sure you guys will be seeing more of it, but again, I just rented this leg. I do not own it, so I don't want to claim to be buying any legs or putting up any grain bins, because I did not. I just rented this, but you know, from a logistical and a financial standpoint, it just kind of made sense to rent it, and the previous people that rented the bins didn't want them anymore, so it opened up an opportunity for me. I'd been kind of calling around and heard that these might be open, so I gave the guy a call, and sure enough they were. So we've got a good deal, and looking forward to using them this fall. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It is a little bit shorter than usual, but like I said, been doing a lot of mundane jobs around the farm that just really weren't what I felt like was interesting enough to record. So like to kind of keep these somewhat interesting throughout the video, not post too much boring stuff. So if you guys do enjoy the video, want to see more of the leg, want to see more of the equipment, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, like the video, and drop a comment. So until next time, I think this is it.